Have you ever engaged in a serious debate over which is better, Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings? Have you ever played Smash or Pass using only characters from Star Wars and Marvel movies? If you answered yes to any of these questions, we have the podcast for you. Listen to The Steam Gentlemen, the podcast where an expert panel convenes to ask the questions about pop culture and social commentary that other podcasts are afraid to ask. Listen to The Steam Gentlemen on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Ladies and gentlemen, Wrestling Fans International Association is back. That's right, the premier fan club association of the 1970s and 1980s has been revived and is back in business. Join today. It's free at thewfia.org. That's thewfia.org. You can also join us on Facebook at facebook.com/groups/WFIA 1969. Welcome back, everybody, to the 1987 Supermod. I am your host, Brad Drake, and this is the World Wrestling Federation. We are recording episode 3 here of All American Wrestling. Of course, we are recording these 1 month ahead of time, so 1 month's worth of tapings. We are once again in the Bemidji Event Center, and we're live and in living color here, everybody. Let's take a look at our exciting card for tonight. We're going to have 3 dark matches. They are going to be Sam Cody versus Rick Rude, Minnesota native. We're going to see Angie, Minelli, and Candice Pardue against the Jumping Bomb Angels ladies tag team action. Johnny Rodz is going to battle the Ultimate Warrior, and then we're going to move on to our regular television tapings. Shadow number 1 will battle George the Animal Steele, Gustavo, Mendoz, and Tony Rocco. That's right, legendary Los Angeles wrestler Tony Rocco is he and his partner Gustavo Mendoz will battle the Islanders. Junkyard Dog is going to face Shadow number 2, and we are going to see a big main event. In fact, that's not big at all. It's a squash match. We're going to see Pete Doherty, Terry Gibbs, and Lanny Poffo in there against the new Dream Team with their manager, Luscious Johnny V. We're also going to see some promos, everybody. Bobby Heenan's going to cut that promo with his Islanders. Junkyard Dog and George the Animal Steele will cut a promo together. George the Animal Steele, of course, doesn't really talk, just kind of moans and yells out words. And we're also going to see a Johnny V promo with his Dream Team. So with that said, everybody, with all of that said, let's get to booking. And here we go with our opening dark match. And that is Cody versus Rude. Of course, Rick Rude, we've stolen him from Dreamcock Promotions, but he is not yet set to make his television debut, and that will come at a later date. But here we are in Minnesota, and of course, we're going to use Rick Rude in his home state. Rick Rude with the W here, everybody. All right, up next, we have, let me double check that I clicked pre-show. I did not, so there we go. We got that one fixed. Up next here, we have another dark match. 5 minutes. And we have Minelli and Pardue versus the Jumping Bomb Angels. And for any of you that are around my age, in your 40s or perhaps your 50s, you remember that the Jumping Bomb Angels were one heck of a tag team, everybody. They were a great ladies tag team. And here are the Jumping Bomb Angels, who are often challengers for that World Tag Team Women's title. The World Women's Tag Team title, I should say. All right, we are going to have Yamazaki get the win here for her team. And this one is in the books. Let me double check that we put dark. I did. 5 minutes. Good deal. We're all set. All right, up next, we have another dark match here. 5 minutes. And this one is Johnny Rodz against the Ultimate Warrior. Oop, forgot to put dark. Rodz versus Ultimate Warrior. Johnny Rodz, of course, is a consummate professional. He's been around for a very long time. He has trained numerous wrestlers already at this point in 1987. We brought him back to help our younger and developing talent. And hopefully the Ultimate Warrior will not hurt him too badly in the ring here, because the Warrior is a wild man. Here we go. The Warrior with the win over Johnny Rodz. And this one, everybody, is also in the books. We're opening up here with Shadow number 1 against George Steele. And I do believe Shadow number 1 is Randy Colley. Here is Shadow number 1. Here is George the Animal Steele. And I suppose I should put in the number sign. I forgot that that's how I have them labeled. Shadow number 2, of course, is Jose Luis Rivera. All right, and George Animal Steele is going to get the win, and it will most likely come by that flying hammerlock, which is a really cool finisher. I was watching George Animal Steele in a match the other day. He's past his prime here, everybody, in 87. He's way past his prime. But still serviceable and one heck of a character. Sorry, I got to interrupt here. Bobby Heenan cuts a promo with the Islanders. And I got to say that despite being older and not being what he once was, George Animal Steele was still a great character. And that flying hammerlock was awesome. I really dug it. I mean, he really looked like he was going to rip the guy's arm out of the socket. All right, we got Haku and his partner Tama here. And they are talking to Craig DeGeorge. And they are talking about Tom Zenk and Rick Martel. Tom Zenk, the countdown is on here, everybody, to where Tom Zenk wigs out and leaves the WWF. Before that happens, they are still in a feud. So Bobby Heenan gets rated on entertainment, and he should help his team, and he should help this feud. So here we go. Mendoza and Rocco against the Islanders. And I believe Thomas still has an injury. So we will have Haku get the win. Here's Gustavo Mendoza. Here is the Los Angeles legend, Tony Rocco. And here are the Islanders. And, yep, he's still got that blown eardrum, so Haku gets the win. For those of you that are younger and have bought into this cult of personality that Haku has, in the 80s, we didn't know about his capabilities in street fighting and everything else. That all didn't really start until probably about 10 or 12 years ago. And now everybody's like, he should have been the world champion. He should have been the champion. Haku should have beat Hogan. This is the type of crap that I read on message boards all the time. And I just shake my head because it's just straight nonsense. Haku was a good wrestler. Like, he was good in the ring. There's a reason why he had a job for 20-some years in the ring. No doubt about it. I can even as a kid recognize how good he was. The first time I saw him was with the Islanders, and I could recognize how good the guy was. No doubt about it. But at no point in time did anybody ever think that he was like a main event quality guy. He couldn't talk. He couldn't do a promo. So, I mean, it pretty much ended there with Haku. So, no, Haku should not have been the world heavyweight champion. And no, Hulk Hogan should not have lost the title to him. And no, he shouldn't have been main eventing cards because he didn't have a personality. That's why they had him with Bobby Heenan. All right, now that I'm off my pulpit, I always got to get that stuff out of the way because people say a lot of seriously stupid and ridiculous stuff on the internet about wrestling. All right, shadow number 2 against Junkyard Dog here. And Jose Luis Rivera is going to do the favor here for the Junkyard Dog. And again, as we say time and time again, Junkyard Dog is not what Junkyard Dog was years before this, but he is immensely popular and over with the fans around the country. Okay, here we go. Johnny V is going to cut a promo here with his team, his dream team. And here is Johnny V. Here is Dino Bravo. Here is Greg the Hammer Valentine. Here is Craig DeGeorge, who's moderating this, holding the microphone, the stick man. And here are their feud mates into Jacques and Ray Rougeau. I prefer calling him Ray. And Entertainment. We'll let all 3 of them use the microphone here. Remember, it's a B show. It's not going to hurt anything. Johnny V cuts a promo with the Dream Team. No exclamation point needed. All right, that one's booked. Here comes our main event. This one's only going to be 3 minutes, of course. And we have Doherty, Gibbs, and Poffo, rest his soul, versus Johnny V and the Dream Team. All right, here is Terry Gibbs. Here is Pete Doherty, who I think was actually retired at this point, but he still shows up on results. And here is Lanny Poffo. So maybe he was just semi-retired. He was definitely hosting Houston Wrestling with Mike McGurk and, what is the guy's name? Bruce Pritchard. And it was not good at all. So I don't have that recreated in the save, as you know. So here we go. Where's the Dream Team? The new Dream Team. Sorry. Here is Johnny V. I probably should make that adjustment, because there is a difference between the Dream Team and the new Dream Team. All right, and we'll have Greg Valentine get the win for his team. And we should be, we can go an extra minute. Cool. All right, all set, everybody. Let's see how we do here. All right, Cody versus Rick Rude. Rick Rude gets the win with that Rude Awakening. Of course, Rick Rude's got great chemistry with Bobby Heenan. Good stuff for us. And the Jumping Bomb Angels get the win over Minelli and Pardue, 21 overall. Unfortunately, Candice Pardue gets a little bit of injury here, which is not good. All right, up next here, Johnny Rodz against the Ultimate Warrior. We get a whopping 42 for these two, and the Ultimate Warrior gets the win with that big splash. Johnny Rodz did not get hurt, so that's a good thing. And we're moving on to our regular card here now. Yes, the Animal gets the win with that flying hammerlock. Hammerlock. And, of course, there's penalties for holding back. And George Steele is not showing his age here, which is surprising. I think I got that straightened out in 10.1. Remember, everybody, we're still playing 10.0 here. So if anybody wants to say, he's cheating! He's cheating! His scores are too high! Yeah! Well, it's still 10.0, everybody. So, hey, what are you going to do? All right, 50 overall for these two. A nice promo here. Excellent promo here with Bobby Heenan and his Islanders. Here, 83 overall. Good stuff. Lots of green. Green equals money. All right, Mendoza and Rocco. Tony Rocco with a 60, putting up some good numbers here. Tony Rocco was excellent in the ring. Watch that guy sometime. He is older at this point. He may even be in his 50s here, and that guy could still go. So here we go. The Islanders get that win with that shoulder breaker splash combination. 57 overall. Lots of green. Green equals money. Yeah. All right. Junkyard Dog and George Steele cut a promo. They get a nice 73 here. I like this team of oddballs. There's not much in the way of in-ring work with those two, but they team up nicely on these B shows, and it is fun. Junkyard Dog gets the win with those dog headbutts over Jose Luis Rivera here. Shadow, number 2, 62 overall, everybody. 74 for Dog on his own. And Johnny V and the new Dream Team get a heck of a promo here. 77 overall. I like it. The feud continues here. And up next, we have our big 6-man tag main event. And Greg Valentine gets the win here, everybody, with that figure 4 leg lock. 70-70-54. Good stuff. I'll take it. Overall, we get a 67. Nice score for a B show. And we are rolling on here, everybody. And we will be at television taping number 4 here on our next episode. That one is going to feature Ricky Steamboat in the main event. So that's going to do it for us, everybody, for this one. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button and leave us a comment below. This is for all you new viewers, even you old viewers. Let's talk. Leave some messages below. Don't forget, everybody, we are available on social media, facebook.com/group/1987supermod. You can also find us over on Reddit under the subreddit of TEW 2020 Friends. Don't forget, we are also on Discord, 1987 Supermod. Check us out on Patreon, patreon.com/PowerCast Network. You can get all of our shows early and YouTube ad-free. Not to mention, you can get access to version 10.1 of the Supermod, all of our spreadsheets, and so much more. Check it out today, everybody. Patreon.com/PowerCast Network. It starts out at just $5 a month. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. We'll see you next time.